Transpose. This function reshapes the data frame between wide format and long format with the repeated measurements in separate records. In simple words, it helps to convert or swap between row and columnar formats. So, to transpose our row columnar formats, we'll use a special package called reshape tool. First of all, let me load a sample data. View t_data. This data is in wide format. That is, the variables are stored in a columnar wise. For example, the first row is the header to identify the each columns. Now, using melt function, we'll convert the wide format to long format, where id.vars is equal to the column name and value.names is the name of the variable used to store the values. View the data. We have our data now in wide format. Now to convert back, we'll use a dcast function, where name is the first column name and variable is the second column, value.var is the third column. View dcast. We have our data back to wide format. Fortunately, most of the data that we will often get are in wide formats, as they are easier to work with. Another simple way to transpose the data is by using the t function from the base R package. So from wide format to long format, just type the dataset name inside the t function, view the data. We have our data in long format. Now from long format to wide format, again just type the dataset name inside the t function. It will automatically identify and convert it into wide format. Next is how to manipulate character strings. First, we load a sample data. View CAR data. Here we have our data. We'll use the product name column to see how to manipulate the character strings. Okay, so let me extract only the important columns, but remember to convert it with s.dataframe, renaming the column name 1 for our convenience. The string functions of course works with character data type, so we have to make sure it is a character type. Now using sub_str function, we'll only extract the data that starts from the second character and ends at 10th character. Therefore, total 8 characters. Here we can see only 8 characters. And to turn into uppercase, use toUpper, and for lowercase, toLower. View the data. We can also split the characters using strSplit function. And by defining the splitting criteria, in our case we will do it with hash. However, strSplit stores the data in a list, so we need to use unlist function to save it in a row columnar format. Now, number of columns and column is equal to 2. By row is equal to true. View the data. We have this data staples that has hash got separated. Pattern matching and replacement. We'll use grep and grapl to extract and grab the data that matches with the pattern. The only differences between those two is grep function will give the positions, that is the index values of the data that matches with the pattern, and grapl will give a logical indicator true and false in such case. Let me bring the table. For example, this 46x60 computer. We'll use a grapl function in a row columnar format, where x is the pattern with a column name. Now, view the data. We have only the rows that has x character in it. Next is sub and gsub to replace the pattern matching. However, sub only replaces the first occurrences and gsub for all. Let's replace the blank space with a question mark. We can observe that in sub, only the first occurrence is being replaced by question mark, whereas in gsub, all the blank spaces are being replaced by the question mark. In next chapter, we'll see how to visualize the data to create data stories.